Really just back with another video, man. Oh my gosh, man. I'm talking about these two guys right here, man. And the state of their team. I'm just so sick of these guys crying, man. These two guys, it's like, come on. You know, James Harden, especially you. Really? I'm talking about last night's game and the comments after. You guys are blaming the refs for that bad loss y'all had last night. I know what some fouls called, but some of those were offensive fouls now. When I watched the clips, some of those fouls are offensive fouls. You know what I mean? This is my thing. I understand you feel like it's personal. I seen the stats. They're 6-6 when, the guy they were talking about was the ref, Scott Foster. When he's the ref, I understand that. What about y'all other games? Don't dwell on that so much. What about those other games? Y'all 4-5 now that Chris Paul has come back from injury. That says something. That's not that good. You know why? Because like Kobe said, the way you guys play basketball is not winning basketball. It just trying to get a lot of whistles and putting up a bunch of threes. I know this is a 3-point lead. You need shooters, but at the same time, the Houston just jacks them up. Just jacks them up. It's totally different. They tried to mimic what Golden State do, but it's different. Their 3-point shooters are open because of a lot of ball movement and screens and stuff. The way they play just pick and roll, ISO, drive and kick. That's what they play. It's totally different. A lot of dribbling with Harden. That, and like Kobe said, when he was having crazy stats like that, he know for firsthand he got put out first round. So this is not winning basketball, and I'm just sick of the excuses from these guys. All I've heard from these two guys and the rest of those guys from the Rockets team is excuses ever since they lost last year when they had the number 1 seed and they were supposed to beat Golden State that had them boys 3-2 and they did not get it done. All I've been hearing is excuses ever since that day that they lost that series from both of these guys. Oh, if he would, James Harden and Eric Gordon. Oh, if Chris Paul would have played, we would have won. Why y'all still dwelling on that, man? How I know that was the dagger into them? How I know that? Because they're not the same team. I know they lost some players, but still, James Harden, you won the MVP. You were supposed to take that game over. Y'all had them down 3-2. All you had to do was take the game over, play the MVP level. Play like you played in the regular season. Oh, you know why you couldn't play like that in the regular season? In the playoff, how you couldn't translate the two plays is because it's different. In the playoffs, they're not calling all those ticky-tack fouls you get. They're not allowing you to maneuver your way through the hole any kind of way and get these fouls and get these and ones or manipulate the minds of the ref to make it seem like somebody fouled you when they didn't. You're just flopping. Now, it was some flopping going on. Like, Rondo did flop on one of those 5 plays, but not every single foul James Harden had was a person flopping. Not all of them. It's just excuses, man. Y'all want to make excuses. That's all y'all want to do. Y'all should have came with an edge, from last year, what y'all did last year. Y'all should be playing with such an edge. You know what I mean? You shouldn't be worried about what the refs calling and stuff like that. It's just a bunch of excuses, man. Think about this. Let's look at the stat line, right? Last night, they were 12 for 41 from 3. That's 29%. That's not good. That means y'all were just chucking them balls up. That's the refs' fault? Or y'all were just cold? Or what about when I look at the box score of the fourth quarter, y'all got outscored 28-16 in the fourth? That's the refs' fault? Or is that y'all fault? what about the 14 turnovers? 8 of them came from James Harden. That's the ref's fault? Or that y'all fault? Or what about y'all being up 19 against the Lakers on the road? Had the game. And they came back and won. So all of that was the ref's fault. I know the free throws and stuff, the fouls and stuff, but it's not like the ending score was a blowout. It was 111 to 106. Y'all didn't lose by that much. It still was a chance for y'all to win the game. So if they make excuses about the refs, I don't like it. Because that's what I've seen. That's all I've been hearing from you guys, these two guys, is excuses. So what? You're not getting the fouls called your way. Well, so what? Play through it. Play hard. Get some better shots. 12 for 41 from 3? That's ugly basketball. Who wants to see that? It's not winning basketball. You guys need to get it together. This team has lost it, I think, from last year when them guys lost. They've been messed up ever since. The best chance for those guys to win the championship was last year. And they did not execute. And with CP3 with these injuries and stuff like that, it's over for that. I think. They're just not the same team as they were. You know. And I just want them to just stop crying and making excuses. Just play better. Because both of you guys got a lot to prove. Aging Chris Paul that has to keep having these nagging injuries, and James Harden that people feel like you're just not a great player in the playoffs. When in fact you play the same in the playoffs, it's just that you're not getting the same calls and stuff like that. And then the defense are narrowing down on you because they know that in the playoffs when they slow down and stuff like that, they know that you need other people to help you. And you see in the instances, they just, when he's not doing what he's doing, they're not a great team. As far as the scoring 30, you know, I think they need to just play better. I don't want to hear no more excuses, man. You got CP3 and James Harden on your team. 2 really good players, 2 all-star players. No more excuses, man. Make it happen. Or just keep making excuses then. They can just keep losing and blame everything on everybody else. You could do that too. But I was just tired of hearing all the excuses from those guys. I just wanted to have a little conversation. Because everything that I just talked about wasn't the ref's fault. Everything on the refs. James Harden was just upset that he wasn't getting the same call that he always get. You got to think, getting close to the playoffs, you know, everybody's taking it to another gear. So you're not going to get those same calls and stuff like that. Just play through it. Get better shots. That's it. That's how you show them. It's like when he's not getting to the free throw line, he's not the same player. And these teams are seeing that. And all you're doing is just helping everybody else when they play you guys. D'Antoni, Chris Paul, James Harden, put your head together and do something. I don't want to hear no more excuses. Period. Your boy Valley Jets. I'm out, man. Stay tuned.